Sundaramurti Nayanar, Sundarar. Sundaramurti Nayanar was an 8th century poet saint and was one of the most prominent Nayanmars. He was born in Tirunavallur village located in erstwhile Tirumunaipadi, Nadu, Pandruthi Taluk, Kadalur district, Tamil Nadu, to Sade Nayanar and Aisenaniya. His childhood name was Nambiyarura. It is significant to note that both of his parents find a place among the 63 Nayanmars. Sundarar, also known affectionately as Thampiran Thousand, comrade of Lord Shiva, and Vanthondan, the argumentative follower. He was a contemporary of Chola king Chairman Perumal and Kotpuli Nayanar, both of them also figure in the 63 Nayanmars. There is a legend associated with Sundarar's life that he was once an attendant of Lord Shiva in Mount Kailash and he went by name Alala Sundararan. There he came across two girls, Anintatai and Kamalini, who were attendants to goddess Parvati and wanted to marry them. Knowing his desire, Lord Shiva blessed them to be born on earth. Alala Sundaram was born as Nambiyarurar, Kamalini as Paravai Nachiyar and Anintatai as Sanjali Nachiyar, in different locations. When Sundarar's marriage was about to take place, Lord Shiva intervened and stopped the marriage. He visited the place as an old ascetic and said that Sundarar was meant to be his servant. He further said that Sundarar's grandfather, Aruran of Navalur, had pledged him as his servant and had given this in writing on a palm leaf manuscript. Sundarar and the people assembled for the wedding scoffed at him and called him a madman, Pithan. When the crowd asked the ascetic to show the evidence, he asked them to follow him to Tiruvenenallur where he had kept the original palm leaf manuscript. On reaching the Tiru Arutturai temple in Tiruvenenallur, the ascetic went inside the sanctum and disappeared. Sundarar and others were shocked. Then the Lord's divine voice was heard saying that he had come to remind Sundarar of his previous birth as Alala Sundaram, a servant in Mount Kailash. He further told Sundarar that since he quarrelled with him, he would henceforth be known as Vanthondan and asked Sundarar to worship him by way of singing his praise. Since Sundarar had called Lord Shiva a madman, the Lord instructed him to compose a hymn starting with the word Pithan. This resulted in his first song, Pittha Piraichudi. Since Lord Shiva stopped Sundarar's wedding, the Lord at Tiruvenenallur is called by the name Thaduthatkonda Nathar. After this, it is believed that Sundarar travelled many places and rendered many patigams in praise of Lord Shiva. At some places, it is further believed his renderings performed miracles. It is believed that once Tirupinkur, a place near Vathishwaran Koil, was devoid of rains for a long time. The reigning Chola king sought Sundarar's help to address this problem. The saint agreed to help but put up a condition saying that 12 acres of land be donated to the Tirupinkur temple if he is able to bring the rains. The king agreed, and as soon as Sundarar completed his hymn praising the Lord at Tirupinkur temple, it started pouring incessantly. After few days, Sundarar was summoned again by the king to fix the problem of heavy rains. Sundarar once again insisted that 12 more acres be given to the temple should the rains stopped after his song. The same happened and the temple became richer by 12 more acres. At Avinashi temple, Sundarar rendered his patigam and resurrected an 8-year-old boy who had died 3 years ago after being swallowed by a crocodile. The legend states that at Thiruvarur he recited the names of all 63 Nayanars and this recitation is called Tiruthondar Thokai. In one of his patigams, he refers to himself as the servant of these Nayanmars. During his pilgrimage, he met Paravai Nachiyar in Thiruvarur and Sanjali Nachiyar in Tiruvotriyur. These were the incarnation of the two attendants of goddess Parvati whom Alala Sundaram had fallen in love with. In both the places, it is believed that Lord Shiva had played a major role in arranging his marriage to these two women. Sundarar is believed to have visited 84 temples and rendered around 3,800 patigams, hymns. However, only 100 hymns, 1,000 verses are available today. It is significant to note that he traveled to all these temples by foot, covering at least a few thousand kilometers. Sundara's patigams, Tirupattu, are collected into the 7th volume of the Tirumurai along with the compositions of Tirugnanasambandar and Appar. The popular compositions of Sundarar are Ponnar Maniyane, Pittha Piraichudi etc. Saint Sekizar's Priya Puranam speaks in great details about Sundaramurti. Ninus' life. Both Sundarar and his contemporary king Chairman Perumal embarked on various pilgrimages together. However, when Sundarar reached Tiruvanchikulam, he became tired of life and requested Lord Shiva to take him up to his abode. It is said that Lord Shiva instructed the celestial gods to bring him to Mount Kailash on a white elephant. The king followed him on his horse. This occurred on a Swati Nakshatram day in the Tamil month of Adi.